Hello students, in the last lecture we have seen brief information about ZigBee. In this lecture we are going to see the architecture of ZigBee and then Bluetooth protocol. So here it is ZigBee architecture, which includes the physical, that is PHY layer, medium access, that is MAC layer, network, that is NWK layer, application support, that is APS sublayer, and then security service provider, application framework, and ZigBee device object ZDO. The classic ZigBee architecture diagram contains the layers, and in each layer in the stack knows nothing about the layer above it. The layer above it could be considered as master that commands its slave below it to do the work. Each layer builds more and more sophistication upon the foundation of lower levels or lower layers. ZigBee does not exactly fit the ISO 7 layer networking model, but it does not have some of the same elements, including physical, that is PHY, MAC, that is link layer, and NWK, that is network layers. Layers 4 to 7, that is transport, session, presentation and application layers, are wrapped up in the APS and ZDO layers in the ZigBee model. Between the layers are service access points, SAPs. SAPs provide an API that isolates the inner workings of that layer from the layers above and below. Like the IEEE 802.15.4 specification, ZigBee uses a two SAP approach per layer, one for data and one for management. For example, all data communications to and from the network layer go through the network layer data entity service access point, that is NLDE Why the data SAP for the MAC layer is called as MAC Common Part Services SAP, that is MCP SAP, instead of MLDE SAP is commands in ZigBee specification that look like APSDE data request to send data out the radio, but initiated just above the APS layer. The two lowest layers, that is MAC and PHY, are defined by IEEE 802.15.4 specification. The PHY layer simply translates packets into over-the-air bits and back again. The MAC layer provides the concept of a network, including a PAN ID and networking discovery through beacon requests and responses. It also provides per hop acknowledgements and some of the commands for joining and forming the network. The MAC does not multi-hop or mesh. The NWK layer is responsible for mesh networking, which includes broadcasting packets across the network, determining routes to unicasting packets, and generally making sure packets are sent reliably from one node to another node. The network layer also has a set of commands for security purposes, including secure joining and rejoining. ZigBee networks are all secured at the NWK layer, and the entire payload of NWK frame is encrypted. The APS layer is responsible for application meaning. It acts as a filter for the applications running above it and on endpoints to simplify the logic in those applications. It understands what clusters and endpoints mean and checks to see if the endpoint is a member of the application profile and if present group before sending the message on up. The APS layer also filters out duplicate messages that have been sent up by the NWK layer. The APS layer keeps a local binding table, a table which indicates the nodes or groups in the network that this node wishes to speak to. ZDO layer. ZDO layer includes ZigBee device profile, that is ZDP, and this layer is responsible for local and over-the-air management of the network. It provides services to discover other nodes and services in the network and is directly responsible for current state of this node on the network. The application framework contains the ZigBee cluster library and provides a framework within which applications run. Endpoints are the mechanism used to distinguish one application from another. The security services are provided by a variety of layers and can be used by ZDO, APS and the NWK layer. Hence, it's off to the side. All layers have what is called an information base. At the MAC layer, this is called a PAN information base or PIB. At the network layer, it is called the Network Information Base or NIB. And of course, there is an EIB for the APS layer. All information base means is the current setting of the layer. How many retries are required? What is the current PAN ID or network address of a particular node? The fields in the information base are generally either set by higher layers or through the use of management commands through the management SAPs. The ZigBee wireless networking standard fits into a market that is simply not filled by other wireless technologies. While most wireless standards are striving to go faster, ZigBee aims for low data rates. While other wireless protocols add more and more features, ZigBee aims for a tiny stack that fits on 8-bit microcontrollers. While other wireless technologies look to provide the last mile to the internet or deliver streaming high definition media, ZigBee looks to control a light or send temperature data to a thermostat. While other wireless technologies are designed to run for hours or perhaps days on batteries, ZigBee is designed to run for years. And while other wireless technologies provide for 12 to 24 months of shelf life for a product, ZigBee products can typically provide decades or more of use. So this was about ZigBee protocol. Next we will see about the Bluetooth Low Energy, which is also called as Bluetooth LE. Bluetooth Low Energy, that is Bluetooth LE, colloquially called as BLE, or Bluetooth Smart, is a wireless personal area network technology designed and marketed by the Bluetooth Special Interest Group, that is Bluetooth SIG, aimed at novel applications in the healthcare, fitness, beacons, security and home entertainment industries. It is independent of Bluetooth BR EDR and has no compatibility, but BR, EDR and LE can coexist. The original specification was developed by Nokia in 2006 under the name Vibri, which was integrated into Bluetooth 4.0 in December 2009 as Bluetooth Low Energy. Compared to classic Bluetooth, Bluetooth Low Energy is intended to provide considerably reduced power consumption and cost while maintaining a similar communication range. Mobile operating systems including iOS, Android, Windows Phone and BlackBerry as well as Mac OS, Linux, Windows 8 and Windows 10 natively support Bluetooth Low Energy. Bluetooth Low Energy for IoT. For a novice, it is simple to see BLE as a type of Bluetooth that uses less power consumption or energy. It is an eco-friendly form of Bluetooth, okay, that has been developed specifically to facilitate the Internet of Things. So, BLE, that is Bluetooth Low Energy, is specifically designed for IoT. By now, almost every technician will be familiar with what is Bluetooth. Every person will be familiar rather with Bluetooth. Anyways, to shed more light, think of using wireless headset to listen to your favorite song or on your smartphone. Okay, so that is the application of Bluetooth. Here the wireless headset is operated by using the Bluetooth. So in this way, nowadays in day-to-day life we use the Bluetooth technology. However, a new wave of technological advancement is on the horizon known as IoT, that is Internet of Things. This next wave of mainstream technology will enable the connectivity of your everyday household devices like washing machine, cooker, toaster, kettles, etc. to one another and to the internet. These devices will be able to communicate with you directly or be controlled by smart device such as your smartphone or tablet. You won't need to bother about turning on or off the washing machine or heating the kettle manually, as this would be possible just by the touch of a button on your smartphone. Connectivity is a crucial pillar of any IoT system. The most important deciding factors for selecting the right wireless protocols to use for an application include speed, transmission range, security, compatibility and power consumption. Now we will focus on BLE and explore the key characteristics that make it the technology of choice for many IoT designers. So Bluetooth is useful in wireless human interface devices and audio peripherals with PC and mobile phone connections, catalyzing the market. Although advances in low power Wi-Fi devices have provided alternative connectivity for some applications, demand for Bluetooth is still going strong. BLE on the other hand evolved to be the Swiss Army knife of connectivity due to its profile flexibility, ease of use with mobile phones and ultra low power characteristics. BLE is replacing proprietary protocols such as ZigBee to become de facto standard of connectivity in low power, low cost IoT devices. This growth is fueled by the recent updates BLE 5.0 and BLE 5.1 that have improved BLE's specifications. For example, the improved range ensures that any BLE device such as smart sensor, smart lock or light bulb can be connected flawlessly from anywhere in a house. This is a crucial step towards enabling a true smart home. Improved range also benefits devices such as smartwatches, so they can receive instant notifications from smartphones that are in a different room. Another substantial improvement is the significant increase in the data rate, making the information transmission richer and smarter. Connectionless services such as beacons providing contextual awareness will be able to transmit more information. For example, beacons will be able to transmit actual content instead of only pointing at the content through a URL. This has potential to redefine the way Bluetooth devices can transmit information today by moving toward connectionless IoT instead of current Bluetooth paired devices model. This can also make BLE applications like asset tracking and smart waste management smarter using BLE mesh networks. These improved features, however, also require an improved processor in terms of DMIPs and memory. The underlying hardware, that is SoCs and or MCU, must change to support these features. Security is an essential, non-negotiable feature for most IoT applications. Data protection is needed at all levels, including storage, processing, and during communications to ensure system reliability. IoT designers prefer to select SoCs that have built-in BLE, sensor interfaces, security features, and flexible peripherals. This also helps them to reduce the BOM and PCB space for IoT devices. BLE's energy efficiency has made it a preferred and one of the most compatible options for IoT. BLE, for example, is more energy efficient than Zigbee, Bluetooth Classic, and Wi-Fi. What this means is that BLE can better support the connectivity of IoT devices for longer periods than the above, especially when the devices are battery powered. Also, BLE's low data rate makes it extremely suitable for utilization in cases where only state data has to be exchanged, such as sensors. These are just some pointers of the role BLE plays in the next wave of mainstream technology, which is guaranteed to transform the way we live, work, play, exercise, travel, etc.